Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Bitcoin dipped below the $105,000 level earlier today, after several days of consolidation. Above $106,000. Bitcoin is still holding up pretty well, despite the fact that the net flows into the Bitcoin ETF. This happened after the latest CPI report showed that inflation in the US actually increased in the month of September. As a result, the market began to price in a greater likelihood of the Fed maintaining its hawkish policy for longer. Of course, it goes without saying that this is not exactly good news for risk assets such as stocks and crypto. In this video, I will share the details. All the information is provided below. The price of Bitcoin continues to be under pressure. This time, it dipped below the $104,000 level. Bitcoin is currently changing hands at around $104,800 at the time of this recording. On the charts, the price of Bitcoin is still above the critical support at $103,800, which is formed by the previous all-time highs. However, given the recent price action, there is no denying that the bulls need to get back in the game and defend this level as soon as possible. Looking at the price chart, we can see that right now, Bitcoin is moving within a very wide range between $103,800 and $105,900. The lack of price movement in such a wide range suggests that the current market sentiment is one of uncertainty. The bulls and the bears are fighting over the direction of the price. The bears are trying to push the price down below $104,000. And so far, they've been somewhat successful. But the bulls are trying to keep the price above $103,800. They're defending the previous all-time highs. So this battle is still going on. It is yet to be seen which side will win this fight. But if the bears win, we may see the price of Bitcoin drop towards $100,000. But if the bulls step up and gain back control over the price, we may see the price resume its uptrend and go back to retest the all-time highs at around $64,000. Earlier today, the price of Bitcoin did drop below $105,000. It went down to $104,300. According to the data provided by at the time of this recording, the price of Bitcoin is $104,800. So, it recovered somewhat. The reason behind this dip was low net inflows to Bitcoin ETF. Yesterday, for example, the net inflows totaled only $1.2 million. In comparison, the day before it was almost 4 times higher, $4.6 million. One of the reasons for such low interest in Bitcoin was the lack of clarity around the regulatory status of Bitcoin ETF. The SEC has not yet decided whether to approve the application for the first Bitcoin ETF. Remember that several major financial institutions applied to launch a Bitcoin ETF. This includes giants like Fidelity, VanEck, Guggenheim, and many others. But the SEC kept pushing the decision date further and further. The latest decision date is now December. So the market is simply reacting to this news. The price of Bitcoin is consolidating sideways until there is more clarity. Another reason why the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is consolidating is, of course, the recent CPI report. Earlier this month, it was reported that the inflation increased to 5.9%. It was expected to decrease to 5.7%. As a result, the market began to price in a greater likelihood of the Fed maintaining its hawkish policy for longer than previously expected. Jerome Powell said just yesterday that the Fed is committed to lowering inflation to 2%. He also said that it is too early to think about the rate cuts. So the path of least resistance for the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is upwards. Until there is clarity regarding the Bitcoin ETF, and until we see that the inflation is truly coming down, the price of Bitcoin is likely to remain under pressure and to consolidate. Thank you for watching. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and consider sharing it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. And if you enjoy reading, find me on my blog where, among other types of content, you will find a weekly newsletter with the key events and economic data that will help you stay up to date on the most important news. And I will see you in my new video tomorrow. Take care.